All right, so today is a good day. I got tired of hearing the hype between Claude Claude Code, Claude Cowork, all of these agent platforms that are supposed to be stupid easy to get up and just create these magnificent agents that are going to absolutely change our lives. And so I took the step, regardless of the security issues, and I wanted to work through that, make sure that wasn't doing anything that was going to blow up my world. But I started with taking a 10-hour Claude Code class. I researched all of those platforms and I really felt most comfortable for what I'm doing to learn Claude Code. It's actually building the code behind these apps and not just kind of creating a shell that's a little bit easier to take on as a newbie. So let me start this. Even though I own Shift Smart AI and I have probably a little bit more of a tech background than most folks, I cannot code. I can get myself out of a box with basic HTML, but I have no idea how to code a particular anything really. So this was a challenge for me and a little bit hesitant, to be honest. And so I took a 10-hour class with somebody by the name of Nate Herc. Highly recommend Nate. Very simple, easy to understand teaching way about him. And it went from everything from setting it up and how to use easier interfaces that somebody like me and you can have more success with. It's not a lot of code base, all the way to creating your first agent and actually coming up with some ideas to give you examples. So great class. And so I locked myself away this weekend and built my first agent. And I didn't want to start with something that was really simple, right? Everybody says, oh, it'll go through your email box or it'll organize your files. That's great. That's going to save me a lot of time. But I wanted to know if I could build something that was actually functional for my business, something that I could monetize, right? If I decide to start making some money off of these things, and to build into the bigger platform of my brand. And so this is what I came up with. So here's what I came up with. I'm in the middle of hosting a content creation lab. It's a 60 to 90 day lab that is half accountability group to make sure that we're all posting on a regular basis and creating content, but more so teaching some folks how to leverage and use basic AI tools to create content, make it easy and stupid simple and not overwhelming. And one of the things that we went through on our very first class was leveraging YouTube. Looking for high performing videos based on your particular target and audience and leveraging what they're doing right. So if you've got a video on, say, foreclosure help that you're targeting motivated sellers, and that video has 8,000 views or 40,000 views, they're doing something right. There's some momentum in there. And so teaching people to ethically go in and leverage high performing content to create their own content. So that's what you're looking at here. This is a YouTube Content Scout. So once you sign up, it will send you on a weekly basis a list of 5 to 10 high performing videos based on your particular niche. Okay. It's going to look for lots of views, lots of comments, and traction, and really pull in what it is that they're doing. So let's take a peek at what it looks like on the inside and look at an actual poll. So this is a poll that I did last night. So selling an inherited home is my topic, and I'm looking to help people who want advice on selling an unwanted and inherited property. So you've got a list of 5 to 10 videos. Let's take this one in particular. So this guy has a really great scroll-stopping title that inherited homes will crash the housing market. It will give you the views per day, the number of likes, lots of comments. It is a bit old. You can set your parameters to go for a month to 6 months plus. It gives you a synopsis of what the video is about, its thumbnail, so you can leverage that, and what trending themes were throughout the video. But more importantly, it's going to give you a content angle. So what can you do to take this content and make it your own? And that's what the YouTube Scout will do for you. It's going to give you a hook, and it's going to actually create content across a lot of different platforms. So you can see you've got a title, You've got what to focus on, and then you've got an actual hook. But if you go up here, you can look at generate posts. So this can take a minute. Let it play. I'll be back when it's ready. All right, so let's take a look at what it actually came back with. We've created content for Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Medium, which is a blogging platform that will help you get listed in large language models. It's one of the things that they're perusing to be able to serve you up in a large language model. It's giving you a video script, FAQs, and also an SEO toolkit. So again, we're focused on not just creating content, but creating content that's going to help you get noticed, whether it's through SEO or AEO, which means that you're going to get listed or setting yourself up at least to be listed in the large language models like ChatGPT. So you can see we've got a Facebook post, Instagram, LinkedIn, a Medium blog, your video script, FAQ, SEO toolkit. You can copy any of this to a clipboard and take it massage it, throw it back into ChatGPT, personalize it, put some, personal anecdotes in there. You really want to make this your own and read through it. This is all AI generated, and just like everything else that we talk about, you always want to personalize it and make sure that you read it through and remove anything like M dashes or anything that speaks of AI generated content. So at the end of the day, what the YouTube Content Scout does is it saves you time. Instead of having to go through spending an hour looking at different topics, looking at different videos, trying to figure out and watching some of the video or looking through the description, is this really what I'm looking for in terms of creating content? That's what the Scout's going to do for you. It's actually going to serve up these videos so that you can know in an instant if this is something that you want to leverage and actually create the content for you. So how hard was this to do? I'm going to say it's not super easy. It's not simply like pushing a button and you're done. There's different levels that I created into this. I'm using Claude Code for the basic infrastructure. You've got something called Supabase for a database because this will be used by other people. So I want to be able to keep track of that. And then you've got something called Railway, which allows you to funnel through and actually make the app work out for public use and consumption. And then you've got Lovable. I love Lovable. Vibe coding is an easy way to create a stunningly beautiful website. So Lovable is what I use to create the UI, the front end website page that you saw earlier. So this took me probably about 10 hours to pull this all together. That sounds like a lot, but I went really slow because I wanted to read how this process was going in terms of what Claude was doing, what Claude Code was actually doing so that I could understand structure and do a better job next time. But the beauty of all of this is you're talking to Claude in natural language. I'm telling it, I need to now connect a platform that will allow me to charge for this. We're going to use Stripe, and I want to be able to create packages. Or this particular image is cutting off the thumbnail. I want to expand it the width of the page and put the data elements beside it. So just speaking to Claude in that particular language helps it create all of this great code for you and make your project come to life. That sounds like a lot of typing, right? 10 hours of typing. You can use something called Whisper Flow, absolutely free, where you can just simply press your function button on your Mac and start talking into your microphone, and it will actually translate and push into code and push it into Claude Code so that it understands exactly what you want it to do. Next time will be much more easier, but I wanted you to see that with a little dedication and some focus, some tools that cost me maybe $50 a month to manage, you could create tools that, whether you're going to monetize it or not, or if it's just for your personal use, you can create things, agents and apps that can actually make your life a lot easier and make it more efficient. So stay tuned for more videos. I am committed to doing Claude Code, and we're going to create a group of scouts that are going to help us from a marketing perspective. We'll see you in the next video.